In this video, I wanted to show you what I think is maybe one of the cheapest and easiest ways to make a board that you can program your Attiny 13s, 85s, even 2313s very easily using your Arduino. So what I've done is I've taken what's called a protoshield, and this is a protoshield with a board on it. And I've just made it into my programmer. I've added a ZIF socket on it, and this is, I believe, a 24-pin ZIF socket. So it'll take an Attiny 13, it'll take an Attiny 25, 45, 85. It'll also take the 24s and the other 4 series. I've used it to program a 2313 as well. So the Attiny 13 and let's see, 13s, 25s, 45s, and 85s all use a very similar pinout here, where you have VCC on the top right, and you have ground on the bottom left here of the IC itself. So the 13, 25, 45, 85 all have a same sort of setup with the pins coming out from the Arduino. So it's very easy. You can just program them all as soon as you have it set up like this. For the 2313, it would require a slight change to ground. Ground goes to the bottom of the IC, the bottom left pin of the IC. So that would be down over here. So all you have to do then is just move the ground to that other pin area. Very simple to do, very easy to do. So that makes it very easy to go ahead and program your Attiny. So in the case of this board, there was actually an error with it. Let me pull it off here. I have Blinky running. And the board itself, let me pull it up here and you can see if you can see the problem with it. So the reset pin, or the reset pin header, was faulty. So all that I did was to solder on a cable, and then I could just solder the other end using a little bit of heat shrink to the 10 microfarad capacitor that you need to be running between the reset and the ground when you're programming the bootloader onto the chip. So that makes it very easy to just pop it in to the ground, which is also on the bottom here of this proto board. So one of the other things that I like about this is that the ZIF socket itself allows you to easily pop up the chip, put in a different chip, program it. I found the problem is when you're using the breadboard, you do have to use a bit of force to get it off of the breadboard. You're sometimes bending pins. So this is one last chance to bend a pin. So hope you like this idea and it's useful to you. You can go ahead and comment below if you were using something similar or you have a different way to program your Attiny that you think is better.